Hello and welcome to the Chronically Online Podcast. My name is George and this is
James.
And we're marketing professionals and we like to talk about different things that brands can adopt with memes, crazy memes, stupid memes, borderline sexual memes, whatever it is. Different marketing things we notice in the world, different updates. And we always like to end the episode by talking about random geeky things that we encounter as well because we're both absolute nerds. But first, we're going to talk about something that's happened quite recently, haven't we, James? What are we chatting about?
The ogre in the room.
The ogre in the room.
You brought the phone case theme for it and everything.
I did. This is completely deliberate. It's not deliberate.
Donkey, right? It's reactions to the Shrek 5 trailer.
Yeah.
And just like what's going on.
I watched it for the first time about 1 minute ago.
Yeah, I think we've got the reaction on tape.
Yeah.
Like, we should have like played. But like, it's not that shocking to the
It's
point where we're
not.
like, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if it's, you can't even call it a trailer.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
a
I think they called it a
tidbit
teaser in the
teaser,
actual...
and it's just what seems to be them going through a Magic Mirror TikTok feed.
Yeah.
And then, the characters we know and love suddenly appear in the mirror and go, because they saw a Shrek meme, because Shrek is love and Shrek is life.
Yeah. They saw that one.
They weren't brave enough to put that on, I'll tell you that.
No, they did.
Oh, there's OG brain rot. That's probably like 10 years old now, plus.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Shrek will always be love. Anyway, and what the internet is in uproar at the moment because of the face models. They don't like what they've done to the new characters. I will say, I think most people are mad at Shrek. Donkey does look a bit off, but that's fine. I know what the intention is because it's clear that they're just trying to show age, right?
Yes.
And that this has been a while. But the thing I don't really like here is why on God's green earth does Fiona look toothless?
Yeah, she does. I didn't know.
She doesn't have her dentures in or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, how old are they supposed to be?
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah, Donkey looks older. That looks like...
Donkey's got like it looks logical. He does have much bigger eyes than before, and they seem to, like, the animation style has changed ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Shrek, to me, looks the most normal one there.
Yeah,
They've
there's
just
like
given
wrinkles.
him some crow's feet.
Yeah.
But what they've also done is they've angled his face in a bit more. So he used to have much more of a circular face. I assume because of the animation tech at the time.
Yeah.
And they kept it similar from the first Shrek to the last Shrek. So I understand how it's been done. A lot of people are angry at Zendaya, but I'm pretty sure that's just racism, I guess.
Against the Greens.
Because she's a new character. You don't even know what she's about yet.
Well, the one on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
because I was wondering if I missed it on Shrek 4, because I didn't watch Shrek 4. So
So it's just one of the kids that have grown up. I mean,
fine.
They put it on YouTube Kids, so there's no comments. Smart.
Yeah.
But if you looked at that on TikTok, people are mad. And like everyone's like, "What have you done to my boy? Massacred him." I don't think it's that bad.
It's not that bad.
But also, the Fiona is weird.
Yeah, a little bit. It's the teeth, like you said.
Why is she toothless?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. And I got to say, like, maybe I'm just weird myself, but the first thing I thought when he was scrolling through that mirror thing, I thought, oh, I've seen someone make one of those on Reddit with an Android Raspberry Pi. I don't know why I thought that, because someone made one of their bathroom mirror into this, like, swipeable thing. And I thought, oh, that's quite cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that.
For a minute, I thought you actually meant they fully animated the like Magic Mirror face talked to them.
No, they made like a touchscreen bathroom mirror with a Raspberry Pi, and on Reddit they showed how to do it yourself.
I mean, that's the most chronically online thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, see, I
that's
turned that
right up there
worse.
with the fridge you can scroll through TikTok with.
Yeah,
like
Samsung Smart Fridge.
Yeah. Why is that a feature?
Oh,
Although I know my dumb ass to be caught watching TikToks on the fridge.
yeah, you just stood there like.
I know the type of consumer I am. So if it was in my house, and my other half would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm on TikTok on the fridge. What are you doing?"
I'm hungry. Okay, let me just. Okay, there, back. Yeah.
I'd be like looking up food that I know's not in my fridge, and open it just to see a bunch of sauces and be like, "Why do I live in an ingredients household?" Like, I did this to myself. I buy all my own food, but there's no fucking food in it, and I get mad.
Are you not an ingredients chef?
I mean, yeah, I'm a chef, but that's what I mean.
Right.
All I've got is sauces and spices a lot of the time because I eat all the good stuff immediately, unless you couldn't tell. For the listeners, I'm quite a portly gentleman, so it's just my own destiny.
Yeah, you're right that the Shrek 5 reaction was very reminiscent of Sonic.
Yes.
Sonic reaction from 5 years ago?
Yeah, Sonic was completely valid.
Yeah, that was mental. This Shrek 5 thing, I think people are just like
Did they ever prove whether it was intentional that they made him that ugly?
Surely it wouldn't be accidental. I don't know.
But movie studios are notorious for just not giving a flying fuck about the source material.
True.
Remember, we talked about this in terms of like movie adaptations in a previous episode, where like the reason they go wrong is because they just aren't like anything like the game.
Yeah.
At all. And I can't tell if that character model was done on purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad they did. I think they referenced it as a meme, like the third one or second one.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Ugly Sonic, and it was just like,
Yeah.
it was gross.
Yeah. Well, it was. It kind of gave me hope for kind of film studios that okay, some of them do actually listen because they did.
They
change
had
it.
to.
Yeah.
They had to. I don't know who. I'm guessing there was probably someone like an intern or something that was just like, "Yo, no, what is that?"
Yeah.
But they weren't being listened to because I can't imagine a whole like room of people looking at it and going, "That's Sonic the Hedgehog."
Yeah.
Was it? Fuck.
And it would have been like multiple teams. Like
Yeah.
one team approved it to their boss, who approved it to their boss. Who were like, it must. It's crazy.
It was a joke. There's just no way that's happening. But I don't think the Sonic and Shrek situations are comparable.
Right.
I think it's fair that they've aged them in that way.
Yeah, I completely
That's
agree.
probably part of the plot.
Yeah.
But I just get her some teeth. That's all I'm going to say. Then I'm
Yeah.
not going to have that much beef.
That's the only weird bit. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's smashed out of the way then, because
Yeah.
that was like I said,
That
that was
was-
boiling under your skin. You were like Shrek. Yeah.
A real Shreksy moment right there. Couldn't help it.
Yeah. No, totally. But with the meme that I want to chat about, right,
Yeah.
is we're talking about core the other day, the human core. Well, the core. There's a specific type called human core.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Hope content? Yeah.
Yeah, like just nice, like humans doing things.
Mm.
There's an account called Retired Suicide Bomber. Have you heard of Retired Suicide Bomber?
I think
It's
I think
Homelander
I've-
as
yeah.
Tutankhamun.
Yeah. Well, how do I follow this on IG?
Yeah, but basically, the reason I'm chatting about it is because Retired Suicide Bomber has turned Humancore into a weekly video every Friday,
Yeah.
and it gets looked like everyone who loves the video. They look forward to it every Friday, every week. They
Yeah.
go, okay, I'm checking in for my nice dose of wholesome content.
Yeah.
And sure, some of it is like this kind of people falling over and getting injured, but like
yeah, it's like a mixture of good stuff and stuff that looks really painful.
yeah.
All the stuff we love on the internet the most.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's always Katy Perry last Friday night in the background every week.
Yeah, yeah.
And what it's done is it creates this. It's an attraction every week. They've turned a meme into a regular attraction piece of content
Which
that
is very
people look
rare
forward
for
to.
individual meme pages.
Yeah. And this page, they don't just post that. They post other random clips as well. But it's just that the Friday Humancore meme video is just, I look forward to it every week. I actually watch it. I save the video and watch it with my wife.
No way.
So and we look forward, we sit down on the sofa and just like hold my phone, and it's like a Friday tradition.
Rate that. I do that with there's a series it's almost daily called Roll for Sandwich.
Okay, roll for sandwich. Yeah.
You ever seen? He rolls.
Oh, maybe you've told me about.
Yeah,
this.
he does D&D dice.
Okay,
And he basically just has a list of ingredients, and that ends up being some real fucked up sandwiches, and he eats the whole thing every time.
Okay, what's like gross sandwiches?
Yeah, but it depends on what the dice gives you, because you can get like just an ace perfect delicious sandwich, or you'll get like grapes with like ham with like mayo with goat's cheese, and it's just like he has to eat that. It's just like so it's whatever the dice gods do, and he's got like spells now you can use to like toast bread, and like, he's really like advanced it.
Blimey.
It's all
I'm
very
gonna watch
D&D themed. You'll love it.
Nice.
That's spanned a whole new genre. So I follow Roll for Barbecue and Roll for Cereal. So those are like my goats: Roll for Sandwich, Roll for Barbecue,
So
Roll for
like
Cereal.
what they combine cereals together again.
Yeah. So this guy, he does Roll for Cereal goes like you pick your bowl, you pick your cereal, you pick a syrup, you pick a milk. And then you roll for if you're listening to tunes or watching tunes, so like listening to music or cartoons, and he'll talk about the history of the cartoon or the music he's listening to.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how did I get here, bro?
And what is it like? Kind of long form videos where you see the whole.
Yeah,
process?
it's about a minute, 2 minutes. Like,
Oh, okay, that's not that long.
yeah, they're TikTok. But
right, yeah.
But going back to the weekly releases for those, like I love that. And it's super rare for something outside of TikTok for that to work.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple of meme types very similar where it was do you ever a baller cat something? I think it was like 32 or something like that.
No.
I'm not sure if this is because it was like basketball community stuff, but I think it used to be like highlights or memes, but always used to like finish or start as like, thank you baller cat 22, meow, and then it would just like go into like an edit or something. But like that ended up gaining traction. It was only like, and people would imitate it and be like, you wish you were baller cat. Like,
right.
so individual meme pages were like getting their own I don't really know what the phrasing is, but they were getting personified as individual creators.
Yeah, I see.
And it's really hard to do that. So that's skillful from that page owner to be able to put those comps together in a way that is feel good and funny.
And people look forward to it. Yeah, it's crazy. I just thought it was such a good use of a meme, basically, turning it into something that is regular and people look forward to.
But just from an overall, like, brands listening, it's virtually impossible to replicate.
Yeah, God knows how a brand would actually replicate that. I don't even know.
You could try.
Yeah.
Any brand that might have a hope of doing it is someone like a Ring.
Yeah.
Use the soundtrack, cut together stuff, maybe. Maybe. But even then, it's like, it would just be an imitation of what's already done.
Yeah, because we see brands all the time who really well jump on random memes, but it's just, I don't know how that could then be turned into, like, they do the same thing again the week later. Like, what? If you've done it once, then it works. Cool. Move on to the next meme. You don't see Curry's replaying the... I don't know who it is, but like, whatever they do, it's like the one like where an egg flies off the screen and then hits someone in the face. Yeah, like, they did it maybe 2 or 3 times and that's it. Whereas if they did it every week, it'd be okay. Curry's is doing that same meme again.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like it becomes some kind of cult following, I guess.
Yeah.
To like for like repeating content to pick up.
Yeah. Well, it worked for...
It did happen on YouTube for a while. So when Try Not to Laugh challenges were at their peak...
That's a good one, yeah.
There used to be a channel called Addict the One. Okay. That used to be the main provider of said Try Not to Laugh memes. And they still churn out stuff to this day. I'm not sure who owns it. But just Addict the One, like Try Not to Laugh comps were like the go-to, the holy grail. There'd be like the Jacksepticeye's, PewDiePie's, Markiplier's. They would always go to that particular channel sometimes. I'm not sure all the time. But yeah, that's the closest thing I can think of as like a old head comparison for what that's managed to replicate. So shouts out.
Yeah, I see that, because it's the format, I suppose, isn't it? That's what works. Yeah, and in this case, the format is just Katy Perry in the background and clips of humans doing things. That's it. It's pretty simple format. Yeah. Yeah, but it works. Well, the marketing piece and update I want to chat about today is there's a beer brand I've never heard of. I think it's in America, called Labatt. Labatt. Have you heard of them? No. So they posted, or they didn't post. There's this video from some other random person, right? So it's these 3 dudes on the street. One does a backflip, and then straight away after, some other guy just chunders all over the floor. Like a proper good shot of the vomit. Like it just goes everywhere, all over the road. Well, nothing to do with this beer brand Labatt until you look at the comments and you see Labatt commented with their official account. And the comment says, "Our beer is that sick." And I just think that's such crude, funny brand engagement where they acknowledged the vomit from someone drinking their beer and made it into like brand engagement.
Yeah, it's not what you think that brands would do. You think that would be a negative connotation.
Exactly.
But it's not.
It's not.
Let's be honest, we've all had too many at some point.
It's the opposite. It's 100% good brand engagement, because I saw that, I thought, that is hilarious. Like, they're not taking themselves too seriously. The guy in the video has this Labatt beer, which is why he's throwing up.
So he actually has it in his hand.
Yeah, totally. That's why they commented.
I didn't notice that from afar.
Yeah. So if you look again, so this guy does backflip, and then I'll pause right there. So if you zoom in, you'll see that's a Labatt beer. That's why the brand commented in the first place.
The freeze frame is incredible. I'm looking at the beer, but also the chunder is perfectly out of his mouth at that particular point where I'm looking at is the beer in his hand.
Yeah.
I mean, what a flow.
It is. It's a very impressive stream of green vomit.
That's 10 plus beers deep.
Yeah,
because you can tell from the foam. I'm just really analysing the puke here, but that's legitness.
Yeah, and it's the kind of thing where if you're the marketing person talking to your director, okay, I've got an idea, boss. There's this video I found of someone drinking our beer and vomiting all over the road. I want to use our official account to comment on it, saying that our beer is that sick. Yeah, I mean, what does the boss say?
I mean, I'd hope in that scenario you wouldn't even need boss permission.
Yeah, sure.
Like, just trust your team to make those decisions. Like, because you've got to be plugged in enough to know that'd be funny.
Yeah.
And you want to trust the people that are plugged in, as opposed to your head in a top level space, especially if you work on stuff both above and below the line. And then someone from the social team comes up and goes, should we do this as well? You're not going to have the same mindset or be as plugged into the social sphere as they are. So rather than going yay or nay from a brand safety point of view, just fucking go for it.
Yeah, it's putting the trust in there. social media marketing person.
You'd have to write something completely outrageous, or like comment on, I don't know, like neo-Nazi or terrorist stuff to like. You can't just be on an ISIS beheading like, nice cut, bro. Like you can't, you can't do that. Yeah. But that's very, very common sense, and that, you can't even find that in the timelines anymore. Like brands, these platforms are too good at getting rid of that stuff.
And think of it like this: like my perspective of this comment, the official Labatt USA Instagram account, they commented, "Our beer is that sick." Well, that one comment got 4,714 likes, right? So what that means is many more impressions. It means there are 10,000, 20,000 impressions. What that means is 4,000 people actually engaged with your content as a brand. That comment got 4,700 engagements, 10,000, 20,000 impressions of your logo, of your name, because someone who was on your social media marketing team took the initiative to do a risk and say, okay, I'm going to comment a silly little comment. Yeah. And that's all that engagement.
Yeah, even smaller brands have blown up by their use of commenting right place, right time.
Yeah.
So it's being as plugged in as possible. And again, make sure your marketing team have time to plug this into their diaries. If you don't, just like allow them an hour or even 30-minute social power hour every day, Monday to Friday.
Yeah, just to like make sure the account is active, is posted, is commenting.
Because sometimes it takes a while for you to scroll onto something that you could comment on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Depending on the brand, there are things to consider. Beer brands, they can take more risks. They can have a bit more fun. Yeah. Fun is their game. But if you are, even tech brands might have more restrictions. Let's say you're the Nothing phone, for instance. Have you seen the brand Nothing?
I don't think so. Is it the one that's like uber safe?
No. So, well, they might be. But it's a very new competitor in the Android space where it's like a very, really cool, sleek design. Take the kind of sleekness and like prestige of Apple and then merge it with like the innovation from Android. And it feels is a little bit like that. They've got really cool backs to their phones where you see like the moving components and stuff. Or that's the vibe they want to go for. You'd love the way they look. They've got really cool color range as well. But their YouTube channel is amazing because they constantly do like the YouTube like review sphere. But they have their CEO react to all of the biggest reviews for their phones. So like MKBHD, Linus Tech Tips, things like that. Like he'll do direct reactions, commentary afterwards. Like they're super plugged into that content sphere. So that's the approach you can take if you are someone that has more restrictions, for instance, and you have more of a consumer product. There's a ton of ways to look at it. It's just about analysing the space that you happen to be in. But hopefully you're in a position where you can do a lot more kind of low effort, low thought through stuff that can get you such massive wins just by allowing your team some time and giving them some trust.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to check that out then because I love the idea of the CEO listening and reacting to their own reviews from other people. Like, that's cool.
There was a video that MKBHD did that I think it was either a podcast clip or an individual video. MKBHD, by the way, for people who aren't familiar, basically the world's biggest tech reviewer on YouTube. He's
Mark S. Brownlee.
He's really, really good. Been doing YouTube since day dot, like probably 12 plus years at this point. Massive team behind him. He basically did a video. It was just like, what's my dream phone? And at the time, he was like, right, I'm going to take the screen from the S22. I'm going to take the chip from Apple and smash them all together. Right. So the Nothing team sat down and went, we built MKBHD's dream phone.
Nice.
But they didn't build it. What they did was because then their knowledge of how to put things together and like supply lists and supply chain, they actually went, right, that chip in there, that will cost that much, and put the receipt on screen as it went, and then just went, it would cost like 22 million to like R&D and make that phone right there. Not in terms of like that would be like one unit. I assume to like build the whole thing and sell it. But that was just a really cool way to do it because I think then Marquez then reacted to that vid. He has such a massive audience and that is such a win. And their decision to go in the YouTube space was one of the best things they could do. They're probably the only other brand because the mobile market's been set for so long. Motorola's made it come back, which is nice. But Apple, Samsung, insert third maybe. Yeah. Huawei, but nothing has come out of nowhere, and it's super slick design, plugged into the nation. They're doing really, really well because of how they embrace content and social. So, shouts out to Nothing.
Yep.
And yeah, there's more I can talk. So there's probably like more of a segment there, but I'll stop now.
That's fair. Yeah, no, that's good. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Nothing phone. Yeah, the geek thing I want to chat about today is the idea of just, I don't know, being impressed with very niche, skillful moments in video games. Like I suddenly remembered the other day. I've forgotten why I remembered it, but Battlefield 1 was epic. Like I loved that when that came out.
What a game.
Even the trailer, I still remember the trailer. It had
good.
The white stripes, but it's like a kind of like dirty version of the white stripes. It was epic, right? I loved it.
Just the different battlefields, the horse rider with the bayonets, then the fucking blimps above. Like, it was so cool.
Yeah, that's good. I got that quite early on. I never normally buy FPSs, but I got that one back in the day. And I remember my mate Ian, he came around my house, and he normally plays PC, so he doesn't even normally play console.
Okay.
He had the controller, and he just was playing as a sniper. He sniped, one-shotted the pilot in a plane from across the map.
That is Battlefield just 101.
I know, and I was I could not believe, I was agog.
Yeah.
Agog.
Yeah.
I was shook.
Yeah.
And I could not believe it. And he just he handed the controller back to me. And I was like, what? Are you a fucking human? What is going on? And then I since learned.
Ian the aimbot, they call him.
Yeah. Well, I since learned it was a complete fluke. And he just it was luck. Just complete luck.
Yeah, but he played it off cool though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He's a man.
I was like, that is impressive. But at the time.
I see that kind of stuff all the time. So Battlefield is like a weird place where it has semi-realistic like bullet travel and it tries to stick quite close. But at the same time, it's the video game I've seen the most ridiculous plays from. Battlefield 4, the game before it, you used to be able to get in fighter jets and stuff. My favorite, I think they put it in the trailer for another game similar, or that game. Guy gets a fighter jet, flies fully directly up, jumps out of the jet, pulls out an RPG, shoots down another plane, gets back in the plane as it's falling back down, and flies off.
Amazing.
And I was like, or it was either that or he sniped it, I can't remember. But there's a really cool, I think he live streams. There's a guy who's 78 years old. He used to be an actual army sniper in the US. He plays Battlefield, and he explains to the audience, this guy's got reverse PTSD. He has fond memories, my guy. And he's just there so what you got to pay attention to is the bullet travel. He's over there. The wind's about this much. I'm going to put it here, and I'm just going to knock his head off. And he'll just get a cross-map shot. And he's 70 years old. He's like, that's how you do it. And he'll just... But he actually plays the Battlefield like an actual sniper. It's some of the best content ever. And the way he maniacally cackles every time he gets me, and I'm like, I know he was doing that IRL. I know he was doing that for real.
That is the best marketing ever for your game. If you get someone who actually did the thing that you're pretending happened in your virtual world for real.
He would just tell real life stories that happened while he's actually killing people. And I'm like, no, people have no idea. They're being killed by real killers, man. Yeah. They're out there playing Battlefield.
All these 12-year-old kids are like, why do I keep dying with this random old man on the map? I don't know.
Age versus experience, my brothers.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's really cool. But yeah, so mate, top tier moment. There's so many I think of from my childhood. I can't remember. There's been some incredible Halo 3. Yeah, have you frequented Halo 3?
Yeah. Well, Halo in general. I don't know if I did Halo 3, but I know it was a playground. Halo was a playground back in the day. It was great. Man.
That was such an informative, pivotal game in my life, right? True. But cross-map sticky grenades were just a given, right? Mm-hmm. And there were different game modes that would encourage skillful shots like that. So SWAT was a game mode where it was just one-shot headshots, basically, 2 shots to the body. So it was more almost like Call of Duty hardcore. There would be some incredible clips coming from that. There's always these pivotal moments you'll think back on many years later. Do you remember when you did that in this? And you're like, yeah. Do you have any other ones in the tank? There's got to be.
Oh God, I don't. I can't even think at the moment. No. I just remember that one stuck in my head with Ian because it was a fluke. That's what. He doesn't normally do that. It was just he just handed the controller back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to hijack the pod again to do a Marvel Rivals one, but yeah, people playing as Captain America do it all the time.
Well, what do they do? Go on.
So Captain America is pretty broken because he's super agile and he can hold his shield while he jumps. Okay. So you'll be basically let's say if you're bringing a payload to the target, right?
Yeah.
But the timer's basically run out. If it will basically go into overtime and there's a timer that goes and it will just slowly close in.
Yeah.
If you're not on the point, it will just go and you'll lose. So there's so many Captain America main edits of them just rushing in. The whole team is there's only one guy and he's against the whole team. He's just jumping around, blocking shots. much.
Because the shield means he can block anything.
Yeah,
Right,
but
right.
it runs out eventually. But it's just
Right.
like the fact that he can jump and usually, use his ultimate. Because a lot of times his ultimate is just going, assemble! And if there's other people behind him, they get buffs. But really, it's only just a slight buff for him. So solo is not a very good ultimate. But then there's so many edits of like, he's just about to die. And then, because you can actually use the powers from Marvel movies, Doctor Strange will open up a portal and then all of his team will jump through save the day. And they'll just edit in like, on your left. And everyone will just jump in like, do, 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 do. That's what I fucking love Rivals, man. Because you feel like you're doing bits from the film while doing it.
That would tempt me to play. I know, like I said last time.
So hard.
It's like I'm gonna play when I get bored of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But I will play. That
takes some
point.
attention and time.
It does. Yeah, but no, there's just I love the idea of just like niche, tiny video gamey, fluky moments where you go, okay, that's impressed me because I get how hard that is in a video game. Whereas anyone else looking at that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, so you press the button and the gun shot, like great. Whereas because we know, oh no, he sniped someone from across the map while they were flying a plane. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, don't even get me started on the difficulty streamers that do it on purpose for the Souls games.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I mean, I think someone pulled off all Souls games from Demon Souls to Elden Ring, level 1 no hit.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. He like got emotional at the end, didn't he?
I mean, I would. How many days, months must he attempt that for?
Mental.
What a bonkers achievement.
Yeah.
And people that managed to complete Dark Souls, I think saw someone beat Elden Ring on a dance mat.
Why?
First of all, how do you even map that? Second of all, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Like,
You can only have two inputs at once, whereas with Elden Ring you need like fucking 6.
Yeah, it's honestly some of the most impressive things I've ever seen. And like, I'm not sure if I'd ever have the patience to tune into these live streams. But then again, if it's one hit run redos, then just the fact that they could die at any minute and you can watch the life drain from their eyes.
That's stupid.
Is probably what would keep you watching.
The life drain from their eyes.
Imagine being on like the last game and you just take a one hit and you're like, no.
That's horrible. Okay. See, like that must have happened a lot because we only hear about the ones that succeed. There must have been like 1,000 that failed.
Yeah, you see like the 10 seconds of when they succeed and they're finally like, yeah, and then God knows how many hours they actually spent.
Crazy.
And that's not even mentioning the speedrun community.
Yeah.
Although they just kind of break games, to be honest, to make it happen. But, sometimes watching them, you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, speedrunning, that's an entire other episode. That's actually a fascinating topic.
Yeah. I never watched a live. I know, was it Moist Critical that became famous from doing speedruns?
Yeah, I don't know if he became famous from it, but he did a bunch of speedruns. He did a bunch of speedruns for the game Granny.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
that really shit horror game.
Yeah. But it's shit, but it's like really watertight in how the logic works.
Yeah.
So it's watertight in how the characters are like
it's a very
interact with
cat
each
and
other.
mouse type
game.
game.
Yeah. Like chess.
Yeah. Like sometimes just streamers pure resilience, even though they're really bad. Like Kai Cenat streams when he tries to finish Dark
I haven't seen
Souls
any
game.
of his streams.
Oh,
I've just seen individual clips.
If you want to be entertained, he is entertaining, even on a live.
Yeah.
But he's got this really cool stuff now where if he's doing it, he'll do story games a lot now. So it's not like he'll just do like your popular games. He played all the Arkham series.
Right.
Each time as he built a whole different Batcave behind him, different suit.
Cool.
Like he really goes to town, brings people in to like pretend to be Robin or whatever. That was really good. He played all of Ghost of Tsushima, but like a full like Japanese pond garden in the back. Like it is really cool the sets he puts together. The only problem is he's shit at games. And this is compared to the normal person. Like his Dark Souls attempts were in the thousands of deaths. Like, and it sounds, because Dark Souls is known for being hard, but it is out of control how bad he was at it. Like, I think someone did, the guy that does the animated parodies, they're always really disgusting of like different YouTubers and stuff. I can't remember his name. Yeah,
I think I do actually. And it's like really detailed drawings.
Yeah, it was one of, because there's two of them. I think it was Flash Gits. And it's just like I think we just did a whole parody how the Dark Souls boss just wanted to give up and die because he just kept coming back. And I think I'd have to look at the actual like attempts he finished on. Because it was just I don't know, Kai. I'm gonna type. It's going to be like a fake death of him now. Guys, and that
That gives me hope of just gaming skill in general. Because you always think, oh, he's a popular streamer, he must be incredible at games. But the fact that he's shit, that gives me confidence that it's more of a kind of collaborative community thing where you can be shit and still entertaining.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, after beating Elden Ring in 167 hours with more than 1,700 deaths.
Bloody hell, I don't think I did that. I think I was better than that.
Yeah.
And I'm shit at games like that. Yeah.
He's super bad. When you watch him, you're like, oh, you're just not understanding the actual mechanics of this game. You're brute forcing your way through without learning what it's trying to tell you here. It is still fun. But he managed to complete it. I mean, fair play. I think he wasn't stopping the stream until he beat it.
Oh my God.
So he would sleep during his stream, it's so funny. It is so funny. So if you ever want some entertainment, watch Kai because he's good.
Yeah, nice. Well, I'm going to call it there. I'm the boss. I'm not the boss. I'm going to call it there.
No, we're done here.
Yeah.
Get out.
We are going to call it at the end of the episode, I think. I don't know.
100%.
So if you like the sound of that was the Chronically Online Podcast. Please give it a like, follow, subscribe, comment down below what your favourite bit was and what you'd like us to cover next. Anything else in the world of marketing that you think is stupid. But for this episode 13, my name is George. This is
James.
And we will see you next time.
Peace.